Jai Gaur Shri Radharamano Vijayate. Manas, can you see me clearly, bache? Shreyanshi, can you hear me clearly, beta? I welcome you all to the Sutra Stotra and Shastra class of Nimai Pathshala. Today, the class is going to be in English for all those students who have deliberately or willingly who want to listen to the class in English. Else, we also have a Hindi class tomorrow, same time. So, let's start with the class. Who is going to sing the Mangla Charan for me today? Not Kashvi. You all are my old students. Somebody new, not Nico. No, 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 no. Yes. Okay. Niyati will sing the Mangla Charan. Yes, bacha.
राधे श्यामैया।
Radhe Shyam, beta.
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। श्रीरामाय वयं नमः। श्रीगौराय वयं नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुर्वैष्णवांश च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवनं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांशः। अहो भाग्यं गौरमार्गानुवर्तिनां देवो राधारमण्यत्र यद्गुरुर्गुणमञ्जरी पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री
श्री
राधा
राधा
रमण
रमणलाल की जय। श्रीमन चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय। सभी भक्त वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय जय श्री राधे। जय जय श्री राधे। जय जय श्री राधे। श्याम निताई गौर हरि बोल। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Niyati, please mute yourself now. Thank you so much. Very, very nicely you recited the Mangla Charan. These are the
थैंक यू
shlokas that
मैया।
will fill your entire self with the positivity and immense strength. So it is very important for all of us to recite shlokas every day because what they do, they internally cleanse us and make us stronger people. So if any one of you thinks that you're very fragile, you're very emotional, you have no control over your emotional being, so it is very important that you start taking these multivitamins of strength, which are called shlokas. When you start reciting them, you'll feel that you have become stronger. So today we are going to have a very interesting class that is going to give you clarity on a lot of things. Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 13, as I already explained, is a little bit technical chapter, only chapter that requires a little bit of your intelligence so that you can understand that why are you the way you are. Ma, I am very weird. I like to cry. I get affected. I am like this. Ma, I am very weird. I don't know why I'm like that. People cheat me. People do like this with me. But we have to understand that are we like this forever? Or there is something that is contributing constantly for making us who we are today. That could be positive, that could be negative as well. So, initially, what we need to understand is that two things contribute on to leading to a beautiful tree in a garden. First thing is the land. If you have a good land and you sow a good seed onto that land and nurture that seed by giving water, the seed gets adequate sunlight. Eventually, that seed will blossom into a plant. So, blossoming into a plant is the ultimate success of that small seed. Same way, this body which we have is that land, and the soul Atma, which is residing inside this body, is the seed. So you have to constantly make sure that the land is good. Secondly, the seed is getting proper care. The seed is good. Only then you'll be able to reach your ultimate goal in life. All right. So, what is this body which is referred to as the land called by Bhagwan in Bhagavad Gita? It is called Kshetra. Kshetra means your body, your physical body, the body that connects you with the outside world through different senses, different organs, different ways. All those things contribute to the Kshetra. And what does Bhagwan refer to as the soul inside your body? It is called Kshetragya. These two words have to be very clear. Only then you will be able to understand what is Bhagwan saying further. In the last class, we identified that all our senses, all our organs, all those things that help us to connect with the outside world are a part of our kshetra, our body. But our body has some flaws as well. Our body, because the seed which is inside this field is dependent on the field. Imagine you have a very good seed, but the land in which you are sowing that seed is not good. That means the seed is going to attract the bad qualities of the land and it will not blossom. So, firstly, we have to understand deeply that what is affecting our ultimate soul to reach its eternal goal, which is the lotus feet of Shri Radha Raman Lal. So, when we talk about Kshetra, this body has a lot of negative things within it, because of which the soul gets affected and the soul has to again and again come back to this earth in different bodies, because our body is, dictating or demotivating the soul in different ways. That is why we are not able to do right karmas, because no matter how your soul is, the karmas are performed by the body. And if the karmas are not right, you have to again come back into some other body, some other species. But you have to come back. Are we all on the same page? So now let's understand. We have understood our eyes, our ears, our nose, our mouth, our touch, our skin, our hands, our feet, our everything that is reciprocative to the outside world is Kshetra, is this body. Now, the shlok number 6 of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 13, is going to explain that what are those insects that can harm our seed. What are those negative things that are there in the land that could impact our soul and result in wrong karmas? Okay, please read the shlok with me. Ichha dveshah sukham dukkham sanghatascha chetana dhritihi एतच्छेत्रं समासेन सविकारमुदाहृतम्. इच्छा, द्वेष, सुख, दुख, स्थूल देह का पिंड, चेतना, धृति, इस प्रकार विकारों के सहित ये क्षेत्र संक्षेप से कहा गया है. व्हाट इज भगवान सेइंग? दैट दिस क्षेत्र, दिस बॉडी हैज सर्टेन desires. When we have no control on ourselves, then this kshetra has certain things that it attracts towards itself. And what are those things? Ichha. Ichha means desires. I want this. I want my tongue would say, I want to eat something spicy. I would not think if it's tamasic or rajasic or sattvic. If I want to have something, I will just eat it because I'm desiring for it. My body is desiring for it, right? Dvesh. Second is the biggest, you know, bad quality that is there within us is jealousy. Sometimes jealousy makes our mind go so crazy that we stop thinking that this action of mine is going to bring goodness to me, or this is going to make me fall into the deepest pits. So first that we need to think about is desires. Are we desiring? Is my body desiring the right thing? Is my body going to the right places? Second, jealousy. It's a very bad quality within us. Stays within everybody, but it's just that how you control it. Third, sukh. Sukh means comfort. I can't get up in early morning, 4 o'clock. I'll do everything later. I want my life to be comfortable. My body should be comfortable. I don't care what I become in the next birth, who has seen the next birth, but I want to be comfortable today. I don't want to do any sadhana. I don't want to do any austerity, any seva. I just want to relax. This thought of giving comfort or happiness to your body will also restrict you to become progressive in life. You have to come out of your comfort zone. If you want to achieve something in life, you have to motivate yourself and chase your goal. What can I do so that this becomes mine? How can I achieve it? You cannot achieve anything in your life by sitting in your bed under in your blanket and just thinking about something and not doing anything about it. That is just going to give you pressure. I want to do this, I want to do that, but what to do? I'm so lazy. Okay, maybe I'll start from the evening. A person who wants to be successful starts right there, right then. Tomorrow never comes for successful people. So this quality of being comfortable is not very good for the seed to grow in that land. Then fourth is dukh, sadness. That is also a very, very important factor that leads you to wrong things in life. This is also known as a vikar. These are the things that are there in, these are like the insects to your seed. If you will not have control on them, they will eat away your seed. They will make it bad. So it is very important. When somebody goes very sad, he stops doing everything. Goes into a shell. He will hurt me, she will hurt me, I will never be successful, I am always sad. You know, this is really funny. I'm being very honest. You're my children, I will tell you the truth. This is very, very funny. Radha Ramanji has blessed each one of us with two beautiful hands, two great feet. We have two eyes, one mouth. We are very much functional, can do everything in life. But still, whenever somebody asks us, how are you doing? Are you happy? No. We have become in a habit that we can never accept how happy we are, because what we do, we always chase sadness. We are never satisfied with what Radha Ramanal has blessed us with. If you really want to know how sadness looks like, please come out of your AC rooms, walk barefoot on the streets in the afternoon and see naked small 1 year, 2 year children running on the roads. They have no mothers to take care. Mothers are busy begging. They have nobody who would guide them, who would see them, who would feed them. They have running noses. They have, marks on their bodies, bruises on their bodies, but there is nobody to care. That is what you call sadness. Feel blessed. If somebody asks you, how are you? Always say, I'm blessed. I don't know what I've done in my previous births that Radha Ramanji has given me a healthy body that can move, that can make a difference in the world. I have a family at least who is there for me whenever I'm feeling low. I have friends, I have Vaishnavs, I have Radha Raman. Please don't portray this fake sadness picture to the world. You think that you will tell people how sad you are and they will feel sad about it? No. People get happier when they know that you are sad. And they always pray that Radha Raman Lal make him more sad. Because when you become sad, I become very happy. This is a very opposite combination. You're blessed. We are blessed. We are walking on a road so smoothly, which road has been found after great efforts. Feel that, blessing in your life. Because until unless you will not be grateful, you'll never be able to achieve anything in your life. So, Bhagwan is saying this quality of desiring, jealousy, comfort, winning, losing, sadness, all these things contribute to leading this internal soul confused. This soul gets confused as to what should I do to walk on the right path. But the next shlok says, what is more important for us? If there is a disaster in your life, stop crying about it. A lot of people have, sent me my video saying, Ma, we just got to know that if somebody cries in front of you, you feel like slapping them. I'm like, oh my God. Like, why wouldn't you know the real? I don't like my children crying. It's a very, very straight, all those who are close to me knows it very well. So when something wrong happens, crying will never be a help. What you need to know? You need to know the reason of your crying. And when you know the reason of your crying, then you have two ways. Either cry more about it, become depressed, close the door, stop eating, just become a very, useless body in this world. And whom even when parents see, say, why do you give birth to a person like this? I don't know what we have done to have a child like this in the house. Or be like my children, my Nimai Pachalians. And how will you be that? Find the reason why this sadness came to me. What is it? I know I'm sad. I didn't feel good about it, but why did this sadness approach me? Find the reason to this sadness and eliminate it. Delete, block. You don't exist for me, sir. Somebody has a headache. There will be one kind of people. The moment they have a headache, they will take a combi film. Don't look at me, Niyati. But yes, I'm an extreme case. I can't bear headaches. But if somebody has a headache, immediately take a medicine, get okay, fine. Medicine khali, I'm perfectly all right, good to go. But there will be one intelligent kind of people who would, when know that they have a headache and this headache is quite frequent, what would they do? They would stop eating the medicine and try to know what is the reason that I am having headaches after regular intervals. Why am I feeling sad again and again? Why anybody, he, she, me, ki, to, p comes to my life and makes me sad? What am I? Why am I like this? And when you find out the reason, oh, I was having regular headaches because my eyesight has become weak. And then what do? I put a spectacle and the headache disappears for life. One people, temporary solution. Second people, know the bloody core. Why? And then work on that core and eliminate it. Is this because of my association? Is this because lately I have not been eating right? Is this because lately I have not been, doing my sadhana right? Oh, is it because I'm feeling this negative, or maybe I'm feeling, I'm feeling that I should do all kind of these things because maybe, I am thinking, or maybe I'm not in right association. Very, very important. Find out the reason. Why am I becoming so fragile? Because am I expecting too much from the people? Check. No. Find the reason. Don't be like, oh, let me talk to this friend for 2 minutes and then I'll be better. You talk to that friend, vent it out, feel better for a day, and next day you again the same. And that friend is literally banging her head on the wall that why am I her friend? Always calling me and spreading negativity and crying all the time, yaar. What is this? What have I done to have a sad friend like you in my life? It is important to know the code. And now Bhagwan has already said these are the core problems: desires, jealousy, comfort, sadness, happiness, winning, losing. These all always, you know, instinct. They always instinct your inner self with confusion. So, how do you control it? Is the next shlok. अमानित्वम् अदम्भित्वम् अहिंसा शान्तिरार्जवम् आचार्योपासनं शौचं स्थैर्यमात्मविनिग्रहः अमानित्वम् अदम्भित्वम् अहिंसा शान्तिरार्जवम् आचार्योपासनं शौचं स्थैर्यमात्म विनिग्रह। अमानित्वम श्रेष्ठता के अभिमान का अभाव, अदम्भित्वम दंभाचरण का अभाव, अहिंसा किसी को भी प्रकार की को नहीं सताना, किसी भी व्यक्ति को, क्षमावान, मनमानी आदि की सरलता, श्रद्धा भक्ति सहित गुरुओं की सेवा, शौचम अर्थात बाहर भीतर की शुद्धता, स्थैर्यम अर्थात अंतःकरण की स्थिरता, आत्म विनिग्रह अपने मन और इंद्रियों का निग्रह अर्थात कंट्रोल. So how can you know that what is the core problem? I know the core problem, but how to control that problem? What is the medicine to this problem of always crying, always expecting, always not feeling happy, always chasing temporary things in life, always competing with other people, talking negative about them? How to control this nature of mind, ma? Help me. I want to control. I want to get, into a phase wherein I know how to bring myself back on track. First thing, you always need to know that you are not the greatest personality in the world. Definitely, you are a beautiful creation of the Lord, but there are other creations that are also beautifully created by Him only. So you don't have to feel that you are superior to anybody. I'm very sorry to say, in bhakti or in other frames of life, I do not consider the terms called as superior, inferior in bhakti. I don't appreciate all of that. Every bhakt is the best. Every person who is doing even one round of mala, of chanting, is amazing. Radha Ramanlal doesn't get impressed by how many things you do. He gets impressed by how deeply and closely and lovingly everything you do for him. And that everything could be small, could be big, up to you. So Bhagwan is saying that you first have to always believe that everybody around you is beautiful like you. You're not inferior, please. श्रेष्ठता का abhav means that I am not superior to anybody, but hello, I'm not even inferior. If you are a beautiful creation of Radharaman, I am also his creation only. And what we need to do, walk on our paths beautifully. You have your road, I have my road, I have my karmas, you have your karmas. You are progressing according to your karmas, I'm progressing according to my karmas. I have to face all the fears and the losses according to my karmas. You have to fear according to your karma. There is no competition. The competition is not to become better than Arushi or Mohak. The competition is to become better versions of Arushi and Mohak. The competition, my competition is with myself, not with anybody else in the world. And that brings the best out of you. So I am not superior to anybody. So I humbly, fold my hands in front of everyone. Second, very difficult, but that says amanitvam adambhitvam. Adambhitvam means dumb, artificial boasting. You don't know how good I am. You don't know me. You have nothing on you, and still you would portray to the world, you don't know how great and amazing I am. In this world of being, in this material world these days, you'll find many people who believe that showing off maybe attracts the world towards them. Might be true. Oh, I'm so rich, I have this, I do that. Or in terms of bhakti also, I would put such a big tilak, so many kantis in my hand, in my neck, and do so many rounds. But internally, when you come home, you are tete push. Don't do anything. You might be able to attract the material people towards you by doing all of this, but that will give you nothing. The people, when see you in that way, will only be jealous of you. And Radharaman is not going to even look at a person who has a nature like this, that you portray to the world that I'm something, but actually you're something else. That dikhavati pan. Be one. Radharaman, this is who I am, and this is what I will be to the world, and this is what I am, and this is what I will be towards you. A person, Radharaman says, somebody asked Bhagwan that, Bhagwan, what should I become in my life so that you accept me? Radharaman Lal replied very beautifully, please come back the way I sent you. I don't want anything extra. Have you seen a small child? Nischal. Without any impurities, now without any, just needs his milk. That's his right. Needs mama and got nothing to do with the world. I don't care. Radharaman says, just be as I sent you to this world. So don't try to act smart. Because you might act smart to the world, but with Radharaman, no chance. He's gonna tell you, when you go up, you'll be embarrassed to death. That might have already happened to you. That's why you're going there. But you'll be ashamed of yourself. When in a big screen, Radharaman is going to show you, are you this or are you that? And then you would have no answer to give. I thought I was smart enough to fool everybody, but there was one bigger CCTV monitoring me all the time. Third, ahimsa. Never hurt anybody, children. Don't speak words that could break somebody's heart. Don't speak, better option. If you have no control on yourself, as I always say, don't hurt anybody with your words or with your actions or with your body. It's not good. Then, Shama. Shama means forgiveness. It's a very beautiful thing I was just hearing today, that Bhagwan says, if you forgive the world before you sleep, I will forgive you before you wake up. Rethink on this. Forget it. Ragharam, I will not forget it, but I will forgive him. Not forget it. Forgetting and forgiving are two different things. Forgetting might land you in the same situation again. But forgiving and remembering is a very privileged state. that I have no hard feelings for you, but trust me, buddy, not trusting you again, not giving you the opportunity to play with me again. No. So just forgive. Radharamani, you there? Just just make sure everything is right. I'm on the path towards you. I don't care. Forgiven. And when you forgive, then he takes his chada in the hand. Now tell me. When you have an innocent child in the house, the mother is always worried about that child. Doesn't care about the other children because she knows they will handle their problems on her, but this one has to be taken care of. So she will every day go to the school, ask the teacher, take care of the child properly, keep an extra eye on that child. So you become that child so that Radha Raman Lal keeps that extra eye on you. You don't try to become over smart. Then be simple. Simple means easily approachable and somebody whom anybody can go and talk. Just doesn't matter how big post you are on, or how big you are doing, or how rich you are in your life. Simple living, high thinking. That should be the motto of everybody's life. Then guru ki seva. You'll never be able to reach your destination until the gates get opened. So you have to be friends with the gatekeeper. All those who bunk their hostels at night knows it very well. हॉस्टल वाले गेट वाले भैया को खिलाना पड़ता है, थोड़ी सेवा करनी पड़ती है. भैया क्या खाओगे आज? सैंडविच मंगाऊं कि चिप्स मंगाऊं? राइट मोहक? Mohak has done this a lot. Right? So when you want to enter your eternal home, you have to know people who live there so that they open that gate for you, and that is Guru. Somebody who already lives inside, who knows you and you know him. And then be pure from within and from outside. You have to be stable and you have to have control on yourself. Don't become like a crazy bull who has no control. The moment he sees red, world becomes zero to him and he just wants to be like, you are dead, man. No. Use your brain, control your sense. This is not good for me. That is very. I think every child, if starts monitoring the senses, eventually he will land up at the right place. Don't be so, like what I do. If sometimes, because of this routine of the children, because now Nimai Dada is also going to school, so I have to be on my toes because I wake up my girls in the morning at 7. I shower them, take them to school, I drop them to school, come back, and then wake up Nimai, get him ready, feed him breakfast, and then go and drop him to the school because he's small. He has different, timings of the school. So his school starts 9:30. I forgot also what I was saying, but I don't know what I was saying. Okay. So it is, sorry, hi, I remember. So, sometimes what happens that because of that, this crazy routine, and again, I have to pick him at 12 o'clock. And the moment you in here, it's too much traffic. So it takes time. So sometimes if it gets a little late for me to do my chanting, because you do your chanting, Guru Mantra, especially before eating any anna, grain. So sometimes, when I'm running around and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm feeling hungry now. And then I'm like, oh, I will do maybe chanting later. No, I don't think I can do my mala right now. I'm feeling very hungry. And suddenly this Vivek comes from within and he pops out and says, hello, I don't know from how many births you are just eating. How much more you want to eat? Just let it be, control on yourself, go and do your chanting. And trust me, it works wonders. And I'm like, oh my God, yes. I have been eating and I've always been eating. What will I do? Let me complete those rounds and then and trust me, when you tame your body, your senses, and you sit down strictly, and then suddenly that chanting, Radha Raman Lal said, wow, between food and me, Whippy, I won. I'm the winner. So this is what you need to tell yourself. This brain, tame it. Because this will never support you in the right direction. But this will always pop out. Hey, where are you going? What is this? What will this give you? Pleasure of 2 hours? And how many rebirths have you have to take by this pleasure of this 2 hours? Tell me. 200. Oh my God, no way I'm going to this place. I'm going to sit at home and enjoy with my family. Right? Tame your brain, make it strong. My senses want to be easy. Hey, so you don't want to get up in the morning? Suddenly the alarm rings. जीव जागो, जीव जागो, गौरा chandra bole. Wake up, you soul. You're not this body. Wake up. How long you want to stay sleeping now? Tell me. At least wake up now. You have this opportunity to wake up and go back to your home. What are you doing still sleeping inside this body? If that doesn't work, then I've also heard one more. Somebody showed me, oh, उठ, खड़ा हो, डंडा खाएगा क्या, खड़ा हो. होता कि नहीं होता? कब तक सोएगा मूर्ख? भजन कर भजन. मर जाएगा, फिर बनेगा कीड़ा. भजन कर भजन. Imagine you're sleeping in those fairy tales, suddenly get मूर्ख उठ, भजेगा. Like, oh my God, run towards the temple and start with the chanting. Sam Dam Dand Bhed. Some people will wake up with the voice of Mahaprabhu, but there are certain naughty children also who wants a strict, you know, action. So, all these things when you do in your life, you start making your body tamed. Yet the kshetra, your body starts to become disciplined. And when you become disciplined, then you have the right frame of mind to choose right things in life, leading to right karmas. And right karmas, when dedicated in the lotus feet of Shri Radha Raman Lal, makes the soul reach its eternal home. Third shlok. Indriyartheshu वैराग्यम अहंकार एव च जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि दुख दोषानुदर्शनम. इंद्रियार्थेषु अर्थात इस लोक और परलोक के संपूर्ण भोगों में आसक्ति का अभाव और अहंकार का भी अभाव, जन्म मृत्यु जरा और रोग आदि में दुख और दोषों का बार बार विचार करना. सो अ पर्सन who is constantly working towards knowing the cause rather than crying over the problem. That is how you become tamed. What by janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanu darshanam. That means you are looking at not the problem, the reason of that problem. Why is this situation came in my life? And when you find out the reason and when you work on that reason, for example, somebody is sowing a seed in the field, and again the seed becomes bad. Why is the seed not growing? Why the seed not growing? I become sad. Keep putting more seeds, keep putting more seeds. Why the seed is not working? Why the seed is not working? Crying over it over and over. But then one day you decide to find out the reason why the seed is not growing. And when you look into the land, you realize there are so many insects in the land that have been eating up your seed. And what do? You put insecticides, you put pesticides, you remove those insects from your land. And even if the seed is not that great, but a good land, then the seed will blossom in that land. Keep those land story and your real story parallel so you'll understand it. Okay, so instead of cribbing about things in life, hold on to a second, wipe your tears, and realize, rethink why this happened to me, and then work on that. The second last shloka. आसक्तिरनभिष्वङ्गः पुत्रदारगृहादिषु नित्यं च समच्चित्तं समच्चित्तत्वम् इष्टानिष्टोपत्तिषु. पुत्र दार गृहादिषु, पुत्र स्त्री घर और धन आदि में आसक्ति का अभाव, ममता न होना तथा प्रिय और अप्रिय की प्राप्ति में सदा चित्त का सम रहना. So the next thing that we all need to practice is the art of being fair to the entire world. If it is my son, my friend, my enemy, or anybody in the world, I will always stand with the right. I will always be some. Some means equal. Some means balanced towards everybody. If a person is disbalanced, is more inclined towards his people and doing things wrong towards the enemies, that person will always have a wrong intention, and wrong intention will lead to jealousy, and the jealousy will lead to wrong karmas, and you will be losing the right path of your life. So in this, we have already understood that those 5 6 qualities, that we should not feel superior, we should not fake in the world, we should not hurt anybody, we should always be forgiveful, we should be simple, we should always take the shelter of Gurudev, we should be pure from outside and within, we should balance our indriyas, or that means we should always control ourselves. And the next slok says that you always have to believe in finding the reason and curing it, other than crying over the problem. The next thing that can help you bring a beautiful kshetra body to this world is by being equal towards everybody. When I'm not biased, then I'm not doing anything wrong. But if I'm biased, if I'm doing things in a certain way for some people and a certain way for other people, that will always bring bad karmas to me. And the last slok of today's class, Mai chananya yogena bhaktiravya vivikta desha sevitvam ratir jana sansadi. मई अनन्य योगेन, मुझ परमेश्वर में अनन्य योग के द्वारा अव्यभिचारिणी भक्ति तथा एकांत और शुद्ध देश में रहने का स्वभाव, जन संसदी मनुष्य के समुदाय में प्रेम का ना होना. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू relish your own company. A person who is not happy alone can never be happy in the world. Bhagwan is saying, next thing, in order to have a beautiful kshetra for that seed to grow, is that you need to have one dedicated farmer to your soil. Imagine you have so many farmers. Someday some farmer will come and put some insecticide. Other day some farmer will come, he will do something else to your land. No, this is not right. This is not right. This is good. This is not good. The land will always be ruined. But if you have one dedicated owner, farmer to the land and the seed, he will give his best to that seed and that land and bring out the beautiful fruit from that tree. The same way, be dedicated to one and only your Isht, that Radharaman. Radharaman Lal, everything, I'll become the most beautiful being on this planet only for you. The farmer does everything to the land, plows it, puts insecticide, does so much of hard work only because he wants that seed to grow into a beautiful tree and ultimately get the fruit, which is the eternal goal of that seed. Because only from that fruit there will be more seeds. That will give progress to the farmer. The same way, Radharaman Lal, I am that one dedicated seed of yours. I will do everything so that the land becomes beautiful and I blossom into such a beautiful Vaishnav that not just me, in fact, a lot of other people also gets inspired and becomes devotees of you. And then Bhagwan is saying also, one quality that you all need to practice is sit with yourself every day for 15 minutes. Stop chasing the world. I stop making so many friends. Trust me. The more friends, the more people you have in your life. You only have, see, a normal clock, you only have 24 hours in a day. You have to Understand it very intelligently. There are only 24 hours in a day, and it is up to you how you want to divide those 24 hours. 24 hours will never become 28. But if you have 100 people to accommodate in those 24 hours, you will be a crazy person, trust me. Half of the people will be disappointed with you, half of the people will be sad with you, half of the people will be happy today but are going to be sad with you tomorrow, because tomorrow you'll be catering to other people, and life is going to be a mess handling so many people in your life. Prioritize God, second your parents, your family, and then your siblings, and then few selected good associations, that means your friends. That's it. Start spending time with yourselves. And then Bhagwan says, a person who is not very much attracted to the world outside. Jan Samudaya. Jan Samudaya means, oh, I saw you, be my friend. Oh, we met there, be my friend. Let's go there. Let's associating and getting attached to anybody and everybody in your life. No. So you have, when you start following these qualities in your life, your soil, your kshetra starts to become fertile. It starts to become apt, so that when bhakti rupee seed gets bored into this land, into this atma, into this body, it will blossom into a beautiful person, a beautiful being that will attract the supreme towards himself, and eventually he will be able to reach its ultimate destination. So are you all good on this? So the 5 shlokas that we've done today are very, very important. There are lots of things that you need to monitor in yourself, work upon yourself, write all those things, practice being alone every day for at least 10 minutes. Sit with yourself. How am I feeling today? Oh, great. Why? And this feeling of being great will only come to you when you will remind yourself that you belong to Sri Radharaman Lal. You have that one. You know what? I'll just conclude this with the sutra also. So there was once there was a child who was in a habit of going to his nani house every week. Every week. Nani used to live just 15 minutes away. So every week he used to go and meet his nani. Once what happened? The father suffered major losses in the factory. So he told his wife to not take the child, and you also don't go to nani house this week, go next week. But you know, children, they become crazy. They was like, no, I have to go. I want to go to nani house. I want to go. I go every week. No, no, no. So the father and mother tried to convince the child, but the child was not able to, was not ready to listen. So what the mother did? So mother said, okay, I will book an auto for you. And that auto bhaiya also is a known one only of the mother, but the child doesn't know that auto person. She said, okay, I will make you sit in the auto. It's just 15 minutes away. You go, and there your mamu will take you from the auto. No problem. So the child said, okay, okay, very fine. I'll go. A 12, 13-year-old child. He thought that he'll be very happy. But the mother went to that child, and she packed everything for him, made him sit in the auto. But before the auto left, she gave a letter to the child. She said, listen, on the way, if you don't feel good about anything, just open the letter. He said, no, no, I'll be good, mama. Don't worry about me. I'll be perfect. So the child sat in the auto and very happily waved at the mother, and he left. Now, after 5 minutes, he realized that I am in the auto alone with this stranger auto bhaiya. I don't know where is he taking me. Is he a good person? Is he a bad person? What am I doing? Now he started to feel scared from within. But he remembered that his mother said that if you feel scared or if you feel underconfident, just open the letter which I have given to you. That very moment he remembered it, and he opened the letter that his mother gave. And the moment he opened the letter said, Raju, don't be scared. I knew that you will be scared. I am just right behind you in another auto following you. You will not be lost and you will reach the destination happily. Don't be scared and don't worry. I am right behind you in the other auto. The moment that child read that mama is in the auto right behind me, he became happy and confident all over again. And the moment 15 minutes finished, he reached the destination. His mamu was right there to pick him up. The moment he got down, mamu said, let's go back to the room. Let's go back to the home. He said, no, mamu, wait. Mama is in the auto which is right behind. Mamu said, no, no, your mama is not there. Your mama is at home. She just wrote that letter for you so that you don't forget or you don't feel scared on the way. We all also forget, and that is why we feel scared. We forget that there is our eternal mama always keeping a very strict eye on us. We only need to remember that we are not alone. We are always. Radha Raman Lal is with us, observing us, taking care of us. But only when we forget and we start to feel that we are alone in this world, we start getting scared. We become fearful. Oh my God, what will happen to me? How will I do? How will I go? But whenever you know that Radha Raman Lal, I know you are with me and you are keeping an eye on all of this mess. If this mess is coming on my way and you are keeping an eye, I will definitely face this mess bravely because I know my mama is right behind in the auto. I know you are there for me, you are taking care. If you want to be strong, you need to know your powers. And a power of Vaishnav is the Supreme, his presence, his guidance, Guru. And when you always feel that guidance in your life, you will never be fearful, you will never be scared. So, on this note, always remember, do we have time for Vishnu Sahasranam? Okay, thank you. Okay, we are already. Okay, so today in the class, we are, as I explained in the last class, we are going to revise Vishnu Sahasranam we have done so far. I will also be, reciting this entire Sahasranam so far we have done. And then from the next classes, we are going to start learning the shlokas ahead. From many classes, we've not been doing Vishnu Sahasranam, but now we will start again. So today, just a revision class for all those students who have joined new. At least you will know how to read it. And when you know how to read it and you start reading it every day, you will learn it gradually. Don't try to cram things in life. Make them your everyday niyam. And when you start reading it every day, after 1 month, 2 months, you'll already know about 15, 20 shlokas. So make it a routine other than cramming shlokas in your life. Okay. So I will quickly read the shlokas. You all also read with me. It's going to reflect on your screens. And first we'll sing the Manglacharan. Who is going to sing the Manglacharan of Vishnu Sahasranam for me? Sneha Gupta ji, you know the Manglacharan? Very good. So Diksha, can you please make Sneha? Yes, okay. Yes. Unmute. Wait. Yes.
राधे राधे भैया।
राधे राधे बच्चे, प्लीज sing the Vishnu Sahasranam Manglacharan.
शुक्लांबरं धरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे
नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये
नमो नमो वे
वासिष्ठाय नमो
ब्रह्मनिधये
नमः।
वसिष्ठाय नमो नमः
शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं
शान्ता
पद्मनाभं
शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं
लक्ष्मीकान्तं
लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिविद्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण जन्मसंसारबन्धनात् विमञ्च
विमुच्यते नमस्तस्मै
विमुच्यते नमस्तस्मै
विष्णवे
विष्णवे प्रवे प्रभ विष्णवे नमः समस्तभूतानां आदिभूताय भ्रुवृते
अनेक रूप रूपाय।
अनेक रूप रूपाय विष्णवे प्रभ विष्णवे।
वेरी गुड बेटे, वेरी वेरी गुड। आइए अब हम विष्णु सहस्त्र नाम का धीरे धीरे मैं गान करूंगी। आपकी स्क्रीन, यू विल सी द श्लोकास ऑन योर स्क्रीन एज वेल, एंड इफ यू रीड विद मी you will be able to understand the shlokas. Om विश्वं विष्णुर्वषट्कारो भूतभव्य भवत्प्रभु भूतकृद्भूतभृद्भावो भूतात्मा भूतभावनः भूतात्मा परमात्मा च मुक्तानां परमागतिः अव्ययः पुरुषः साक्षी क्षेत्रज्ञोऽक्षर एव च योगो योगविदां नेता प्रधान पुरुषेश्वरः नारसिंह वपु श्रीमान् केशवः पुरुषोत्तमः सर्व शर्व शिवस्थानोर्भूतादिर्निधिरव्ययः संभवो भावनो भर्ता प्रभवः प्रभुरीश्वरः स्वयंभू शंभुरादित्य पुष्कराक्षो महास्वनः अनादि निधनो धाता विधाता धातुरुत्तमः अप्रमेयो ऋषिकेशः पद्मनाभो अमर प्रभु विश्वकर्मा मनुस्त्वष्टा स्थविष्ठ स्थविरो ध्रुव अग्राह्य शाश्वतः कृष्णो लोहिताक्षः प्रतर्दन प्रभूतस्त्रिक्कुब्धामः पवित्रं मङ्गलं परम् ईशानः प्राणदः प्राणो ज्येष्ठः श्रेष्ठः प्रजापति हिरण्यगर्भो भूगर्भो माधवो मधुसूदनः ईश्वरो विक्रमी धन्वी मेधावी विक्रमः क्रमः अनुत्तमो दुराधर्षः कृतज्ञ कृतिरात्मवान् सुरेशः शरणं शर्मः विश्वरेत्ता प्रजाभवः अह संवत्सरो व्यालः प्रत्ययः सर्वदर्शनः अजः सर्वेश्वरः सिद्धः सिद्धि सर्वादिरच्युतः वृषाकपीरमेयात्मा सर्वयोग विनिसृतः वसुर्वसुमना सत्यः समात्मा संमितः समः अमोघः पुण्डरीकाक्षो वृषकर्म वृषाकृति रुद्रो बहुशिरा बभ्रुर्विश्वयोनि शुचिशवः अमृतः शाश्वतः स्थाणुर्वरारोहो महातपः सर्वगः सर्वविद्भानुर्विश्वक्सेनो जनार्दनः वेदो वेदविदव्यङ्गो वेदाङ्गो वेदवित्कवि लोकाध्यक्षः सुराध्यक्षो धर्माध्यक्षः कृताकृतः चतुरात्मा चतुर्व्यूहं चतुर्दंश्चतुर्भुजः भ्राजिष्णुर्भोजनं भोक्ता सहिष्णुर्जगदादिजः अनाघो विजयो जेता विश्वयोनि पुनर्वसु उपेन्द्रो वामनः प्रांशुरमोघः शुचिरुर्जितः अतीन्द्रः संग्रह सर्गो धृतात्मा नियमो यमा वैद्यो वैद्यः सदा योगी वीरः माधवो मधु अतीन्द्रियो महामायो महोत्साहो महाबलः महाबुद्धिर्महावीर्यो महाशक्तिर्महाद्युति अनिर्देश्य वपु श्रीमान् अमेयात्मा महादृधिक् महेश्वासो महीभर्ता श्रीनिवासः सतां गति अनिरुद्धः सुरानन्दो गोविन्दो गोविदाम्पति मरीचिर्दमनो हंसः सुपर्णो भुजगोत्तमः हिरण्यनाभः सूतपा पद्मनाभः प्रजापति अमृत्यु सर्वदृक्सिंह संधाता संधिमान् स्थिर अजो दुर्मर्शनः शास्ता विश्रुतात्मा सुरारिः गुरुर्गुरुतमो धाम सत्य सत्य पराक्रमः निमिषो निमिषस्रग्वी वाचस्पतिरुदारधि अग्रणीर्ग्रामणी श्रीमान् न्यायो नेता समीरणः सहस्त्रमूर्धा विश्वात्मा सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् आवर्तनो निवृत्तात्मा संवृतः संप्रमर्दनः अह संवर्तको वहनिर् अनिलो धरणीधर सुप्रसादः प्रसन्नात्मा विश्वधृग् विश्वभिग्विभु सत्कर्ता सत्कृतः साधुर्जहनुर्नारायणो नर असंख्येयो प्रमेयात्मा विशिष्ट शिष्टकृत शुचि सिद्धार्थ सिद्ध संकल्प सिद्धिद सिद्धि साधनः वृषाही वृषभो विष्णुर्विषपर्व विशोदर वर्धनो वर्धमानश्च विविक्त श्रुतिसागरः सुभुजो दुर्धरो वाग्मी महेन्द्रो वसुदो वसु नैकरूपो बृहद्रूप शिपिविष्टः प्रकाशनः ओजस्तेजो द्युतिधरा प्रकाशात्म प्रतापनः रिद्ध स्पष्टाक्षरो मंत्रान् चंद्रांशुर्भास्कर द्युति अमृतांशुद्भवो भानु शशबिंदु सुरेश्वरः औषधम जगत सेतु सत्य सत्य सेतु सत्य धर्म पराक्रमः भूत भव्य भवन्नाथ पवनः पावनो नलः कामः कामकृत्कान्तः कामः कामप्रदः प्रभु युगादिकृत युगावर्तो नेकमायो महाशनः अदृश्यो व्यक्तरूपश्च सहस्रजित अनन्तजित् इष्टो विशिष्ट शिष्टेष्टः शिखंडी नहुषो वृषः क्रोधः क्रोधकृत्कर्ता विश्वबाहुर्महीधर अच्युतः प्रतितः प्राणः प्राणदो वासवानुजः अपां निधिरधिष्ठान अप्रमत्तः प्रतिष्ठितः स्कंदः स्कंदधरो धूर्यो वरदो वायुवाहनः वासुदेव बृहद्भानुर आदिदेवः पुरंदरः अशोकस्तार शूर शौरी जनेश्वरः अनुकूलः शतावर्त पद्मी पद्मनिभेक्षणः। हम लोग इस कक्षा में केवल यहीं तक वी विल रिवाइज फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट क्लास वी विल स्टार्ट रिवाइजिंग 2 shlokas in every class. So I have it's a humble request. I will be putting this on your direct communities directly so that you can know we have done so far, and the shlokas that will also be written for you so that you can read and you can hear so that your pronunciation becomes better. From the next class we are going to start with the shlokas ahead, 2 shlokas every class. Please, it's a humble request. The shlokas that we have done so far should be recited every day. You can read and you can write, no problem if you've not learnt it by heart, but it is very important because Kaliyug Keval Nam Adhara, these are those 1008 powerful names of Bhagwan which should be remembered by each one of us every day. So please remember this, and I will see you all next Monday with the next 2 shlokas of Sri Vishnu Sahasranam, the next 5 shlokas of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 13, very, very important, and a beautiful sutra to conclude the class with. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha, kripa sindubhya evacha, patita nama pavanebhyo, vaishnavebhyo, namo namaha. So you can recite one shlok, Dada. Hare Krishna. भज गौरांग. So he's reciting some shloka from Vishnu Sahasranam, which even I have not learned so far. So this is out of syllabus that you're reciting, but still we'll try to learn it, Dada. Thank you so much. Say Radhe Radhe. राधा रमन लाल की जय. श्री राधे. प्रणाम.